Hi, you guys. First of all, thank you so much for buying my presets. I'm super excited for you guys to use them. I hope you absolutely love them. And I wanted to give you a few pointers and kind of explain things to you so that there's no confusion and just to make everything easier. So, what you're going to do, the preset files are called DNG files, and you're going to need to get them onto your camera roll on your iPhone. So how you do that is, how I do it specifically, is I download onto my computer and then I airdrop the files to my camera roll. You can also message them to yourself or even email them to yourself. So I know it looks a little confusing, but all of those blank looking pictures on my camera roll right now are the presets, okay? So it'll all make sense in a second here. I'm gonna go to the Lightroom app right now, and this is the mobile Lightroom app. I'm going to create a new album, so click the plus sign right here on the right and click new album, and then I'm going to title this my Fall and Winter pack. You can title it whatever you want, Jaci Marie Presets, whatever feels good to you. So I'm going to make that new album, and then I'm going to go into the album. I'm going to click import right here, and then I'm going to import from camera roll and click all of those blank files. You'll see that they say raw. There should be 13 files total. I'm going to click add, and they're rolling in. This is what they all should look like. They all have the names of them. So there are 13 different presets. I have 4 different, the creamy, crisp, natural, and night. And then I have cool, neutral, and warm options within each of those presets for you guys, just to make it super easy. And then I have the black and white one. So 13 files, here they are. So click the creamy, cool one on the top left, and you're gonna go up to the upper right corner with the 3 dots, click that, and then click create preset, and then you're gonna title it. So I'm gonna title this creamy, cool. Keep all of these selected that it has selected right here and click the check mark. That just added it to my user presets. So you're gonna do that with all of the different presets. Okay, now I'm gonna import a few iPhone photos that have not been edited yet from my camera roll. So here are some photos. I will start with this pumpkin patch one. So down here on the little toolbar, you're gonna slide to the right and click presets. Click the color thing right there and then go down to the bottom where it says user presets. And you will see all the presets right there for you to use. So I'm gonna start with the creamy and just show you what each looks like on the photo. So this is what creamy cool looks like, creamy neutral, creamy warm. I'm gonna start with creamy neutral for this one. I'm gonna click the check mark, so it's gonna apply the preset. And then I wanted to give you a few little tips and tricks for Lightroom. So the light section, you can control exposure, contrast, highlights, shadows, all of that good stuff. It's pretty straightforward. Lightroom makes it pretty easy to edit and adjust things. If you go to color right here, you can obviously adjust the temperature, the tint of the color, or the tint of the photo, vibrance and saturation. But one of my favorite things that I like to teach, well, I'm first going to actually bring this up a little bit, the temperature. And then something that I think a lot of people don't know about is this mix color wheel in the right corner. I'm going to click that. This is the color mix section. It's basically hue, saturation, and luminance of specific colors. So let's say, for instance, that you want these pumpkins to be less orange. So you click on the orange and you take down the saturation of the pumpkins. That's obviously also going to take down the saturation of my hair because I have red hair, so I'm not going to take it down too much. And I also like my photos warm. But you can adjust little things like that. You can go to the yellow and take down the saturation, and it will kind of take down the saturation of like the hay. The sky, if you want to control the sky, you can make the sky more blue with the blue saturation. Luminance is kind of how, to best explain it, it's like how dark or light the color is. So for instance, if you're like, oh, I really wanted the sky to be darker blue in this photo, you could adjust the luminance of the blue and make that darker, or lighter and make it white. I think the hue is obvious. I'm going to go back to the orange. If you were like, oh, I want these pumpkins a little more like on the greeny orange side or like the red orange side, you could come down here. I like kind of just where it was. I'm going to go up a little bit with the hue. So I'm done with that. I'm going to click before, and this is after. Okay, now I'm going to do this pumpkin patch photo. I'm going to go to presets again, and it should just come up naturally if you, or automatically if you've been using my presets. So they're already here, ready to go, and I'm going to do crisp for these. So if you click crisp cool, you see that, neutral, and more warm. I'm going to do the neutral one again. And then if you want to adjust any of the colors, you can go in with the HSL thing, like I said. That's the thing I use most commonly to like perfect a photo. If I'm like, oh, the blue jeans like look a little bit too much, I'll take down the saturation in them. If the hue of them is like too turquoisey, I'm like, okay, I want them to be more of a sky blue. So, you know, I want the jeans to be darker, I take the luminance down. I want them to be lighter, I put the luminance up. This just allows you to really get specific with the colors, which I really like. So this one I think honestly looks good already, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, now let's do the natural preset. Here's natural cool, natural neutral. I think I like that one, so I'm gonna click that. I'm going to brighten this up a tad bit. And honestly, I think that's good to go. Here's before, here's after. Again, if you wanted to change the color of the jeans, for instance, you could take the saturation down of the blue. You could take the hue of the blue a different way. You can adjust it however you want. Now for the night preset, I'm going to come over to presets again, go down, and this is night cool, night neutral, and night warm. I'm going to stick with night neutral again. I like the neutral ones. They're easy to adjust. So let's say I wanted the purple in the sky to be a little bit darker. You can come into effects. You can add even more grain. You can take up the roughness of it if you want to make it look more filmy. And that's good for this one, I think. Here is before and here's after. So I hope that helps you guys. I'm super excited about these presets. I think they work really well with any photo and they're easily adjustable, and you can get pretty specific with the Lightroom mobile app and like really customize it. So I hope you guys love these. If you do, make sure to hashtag Jaci Marie presets so I can see your beautiful photos and repost some of them. I love you guys and thank you again.